Y'all, they're starting to realize it. They're starting to realize that all their rhetoric, the inflaming of tensions that they've done as the leftist in Minnesota and Democrats nationally, is going to screw them over a freaking barrel. In fact, it's so apparently obvious they're now backing off. The lefties, the far left progressives, clearly got the memo that this is going to screw them if they don't get in front of it. I'm going to walk you through the entire thing, but all the big cheerleaders of violence all of a sudden are saying we need to tone down a little bit after they threw gasoline everywhere. Y'all, there's a reason, and always pay attention to the bigger thing that's going on. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. This is one you're going to need to see because it's happening in real time. Okay. Guys, follow me on X at Braden LOA, please, because this is where we have a lot of our conversation and a lot of the things that we can interact with and share with happens. But I want to bring this to your attention. One of the things about decoding the liberal brain virus, that is what we are witnessing right now on this channel, is they're extremely predictable little humans. It's pretty straightforward. You follow the heavy-duty emotional, you connect it with some irrationality, you connect it with political benefit for the Democrat class, and there you go, you have it. I mean, that's about it. Not doing anything super duper off the chart genius level. They're just really predictable little creatures. All right, so here we go. Watch this. I'm going to dive right into it, guys. This is from Governor Tim Walz. You are looking at something that he posted yesterday. This is wild. I'm making a direct appeal to the president. Let's turn the temperature down. Stop this campaign of retribution. This is not who we are. And an appeal to Minnesotans, wait for it. I know this is scary. We must speak out loudly, urgently, but also peacefully. We cannot fan the flames of chaos. That's what he wants. No, moron, this is what you want. Let me play a clip from 2 days ago. Long time ago.
Well, I said this yesterday. We've never been at war with our federal government. I think in this case that the National Guard is their main mission. They have a dual mission.
Oh my God, if we could only just turn down the rhetoric. We are victims of an increased rhetoric. Oh my God, woe is me, the rhetoric that everyone is using. It's you, dillhole. Okay, maybe we get a little bit more. Again, what caused this magical turnaround? Let me give you a hint. I'm just going to jump out of order real quick. This is what caused the magical turndown. Oh my God. Oh my goodness gracious. What in the world could make them do an about face when it comes to Democrat peaceful protest? I can't imagine what will be playing on your screen right now that's going to have national implications and backfire on Dems in very purple districts. I can't even imagine what will be the cause of this turnaround. It's almost like the political mileage, which we told you about on this channel, has run out, and now it is a net negative. It is now a negative mileage, so they're gonna back the F off. These people are political animals. That's what they do. All right, here's another one. Watch this. This is Jacob Frey. All of a sudden, he's very curious. Find one place. Well, you know what? I'm gonna let him say it. I'm just gonna let him go.
So the question was, there has been the accusation that local officials have perhaps taken up the temperature in Minneapolis. First, I'll say, show me a single place where I have encouraged anything other than peace.
I will. I have. ICE, get the. Oh my God! There's a video, y'all. It's like this just happened.
There's little I can say, again, that'll make this situation better, but I do have a message for our community, for our city, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create...
You get the idea. Again, tell me where something that I've said is not peaceful. We got to turn down the temperature, says the guy we're at war with the federal government. Yeah, I can't imagine, guys, why they would be reversing course so hard, so fast, almost to the point of whiplash. It's almost like this is bad for Democrats. All this stuff that I showed you already, it's strange how this happens, and now all of a sudden everyone needs to turn down the temperature, not the idiots who have been screaming, throw gasoline on the fire. Strange. I wonder what it could be. Anyway, maybe there's more we'll discover together. There is. Watch this. Would you look at the police chief's face as Mayor Jacob Frey says this on the same day he says, please say where I've said something violent.
And we're in a position right now where we have residents that are asking the very limited number of police officers that we have to fight ICE agents on the street, to stand by their neighbors. We cannot be at a place right now in America where we have two governmental entities that are literally fighting one another.
Then maybe you stop with your bullshit. Sorry, I don't mean to be crass, but that's kind of where we're at. And by the way, did you see the Minnesota police chief's face? You know, the one who has a stand-down order in Minneapolis for his police officers? Watch his face here. You want to see his eyebrows? Just track his eyebrows. I'm going to turn the audio off because I can't stand listening to this guy. But watch his eyebrows. Look at that. You know, police officers want to fight on the street. Oh, shit. That's what that face means. If you're not familiar, that's that face. He just said it. By the way, guys, again, could you please tell me where I've said anything other than stay peaceful? Okay. Let's continue because we got even more for you. But I want to draw your attention to something really, really closely. You notice how he said our neighbors, and he really hit on that neighbors point? Well, let's just go over. Let's go over to what's happening with these neighbors, and then I'll do a real powerful piece in a second. But this is the same police chief at the exact same conference saying a very uncomfortable thing out loud. Again, I wonder if this has anything to do with the about face and the calls to tone down the temperature after everything starts burning. I wonder if that's anything to do with it.
There's a crowd gathered in the area, and we have called for mutual aid from the Minnesota State Patrol and Hennepin County Sheriff. The crowd is engaging in unlawful acts. They have thrown fireworks at police officers, and at multiple times, gas has been deployed. Police are attempting to disperse this unlawful assembly at this time.
I was told that it was a complete and lawful, just protest of vigilantes against an assailant invasion of ICE amongst their community. It's an unlawful protest? But they're so pure as the driven snow. They're Minnesota nice. How could it be an unlawful scenario? Unlawful acts. That's weird. It's almost like the lawlessness that you're seeing in these Democrat cities is hurting the Democrat brand. And so now they're like, hey guys, we got your usefulness. Shut up. Turn the tap off. For the love of God, you're reversing all the power. Watch. Guys, I'm telling you, this is a state senator I'm about to show you. Watch this. If this is not crazy, listen to the verbiage used.
If there were neighbors and others who came out to help this person, that is just an example of Minnesota being a place where we help our neighbors. And we are clear that the ICE agents have been coming here, and there's over 2,000 of them. And they've been attacking and terrorizing our state. So yes, neighbors will come out and be helpful. I'm not certain if they had brooms or a shovel. That is to be further investigated.
If they did, in fact, have some sort of weapons to use to attack the ICE officer, would that change your opinion of whatever unfolded next?
Actually, no, right? Because from our vantage point, we wanted to make sure, and always wanted to make sure.
Okay, let me make sure we're on the same up and up here. The CNN anchor gives them an out and saying, just so we're clear, if they're using weapons against federal agents, that'd be wrong, right? Well, actually, no. Actually, no, it wouldn't be, because we help our neighbors. Y'all, this right here, we have talked about it. It is going to only hurt the Democrats. Half of them know it. Half of them are too stupid to know it. And the other half are doing what they're told. And the other remainder is doing what they're told. Can't have three halves. That'd be weird. But here's the whole point. Everything that you're seeing is the exact total embodiment of the Democrat left machine. You've got progressives saying do more. You've got moderates saying don't stop or don't do anymore. You're hurting us. They are enabling all these riots, which they are breaking into FBI vehicles. They are getting ICE assailed and attacked. And they can't even say hitting an ICE agent with a shovel is a bad thing. Y'all, you're going to freaking win because these people are crazy. Anyway, that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm Braden. I'll see you on the next one.